He just put his arm around his wife, but she pressed a blade against his throat. She resisted him like this for a reason. The man in front of her might not be her real husband. Her husband used to be violent with her, but now he was endlessly gentle and loving. Who was this man? One day, her husband who'd been missing for 6 years, suddenly appeared before her eyes. She stared into the distance in disbelief. She ignored the man who'd been pursuing her. She took out her husband's photo that had been put away for years and placed it back on the table. Then she got dressed and ready to welcome him home. No one could have imagined that Jack would come back alive after being missing in action for 6 years. His wife and son waited at the door to greet him. When Jack saw his family, his heart was filled with mixed emotions. Based on past experience, her old husband would have blown up at her for not coming out to meet him sooner. But to her surprise, Jack was incredibly gentle with their son. He even pulled her into his arms. But the family dog started growling. This man felt like a stranger to it too. To celebrate Jack's safe return, the villagers threw him a welcome party. Lori watched him closely. She noticed Jack looked pretty much the same on the outside, but there was something different in the way he carried himself. He seemed graceful and tender in a way she'd never seen before. His old friend also sensed something was off. When his friend questioned him, Jack could only explain that he'd suffered a serious head injury. To escape the awkward situation, Jack took his wife's hand and led her to dance. After they got home, Jack tried to get close to his wife, but she gave him a cold response.
That's where you were sleeping before you left.
Yes.
Good night.
Well, good night.
To protect herself from this strange husband, Lori hid her family's heirloom jewels, but then Jack suddenly appeared in the room. She froze in place. Her breathing became quick and shallow.
Swore if I ever made it home, I'd shave this damn thing off. Would you do it for me?
Lori finally let out a sigh of relief. With her help, Jack started shaving off years of beard growth. Being so close to each other, Jack couldn't help but put his arm around her waist. But right at that moment, Lori pressed the razor against his neck. Jack awkwardly pulled his hand back. After shaving, Jack looked completely different from before. Looking at this husband, who seemed both strange and familiar, Lori finally voiced the question that had been eating at her.
Who is this man sitting in my kitchen?
She didn't understand why Jack had suddenly become so gentle. This change made her feel uneasy. It was like living with a stranger.
Guess we have to get used to each other again, don't we?
I guess so.